much of 2026 fighting through a difficult market environment. Kas price remains far below its previous highs, and recent macroeconomic pressure has pushed many altcoins lower. Despite that weakness, a new milestone has quietly placed Kaspa back into the spotlight for a very different reason. BSCN recently noted that Kaspa has now processed more than 2.3 billion transactions on its mainnet. That figure comes alongside roughly 462 million blocks processed by the network. The achievement may not have generated the same attention as a major exchange listing or a token launch, yet it reveals something important about the state of the Kaspa ecosystem and where the most L price could be headed next. The most notable part of this achievement is how Kaspa reached it. Many blockchain networks achieve high throughput through proof-of-stake systems that rely on a relatively small set of validators. Kaspa continues to operate as a proof-of-work network, which makes its transaction count particularly noteworthy. Part of the reason traces back to the Crescendo upgrade introduced in 2025. That upgrade increased throughput to 10 blocks per second and allowed the network to process far more activity than traditional proof-of-work chains. Kaspa's blockDAG architecture has now handled more than 462 million blocks without the type of congestion and fee spikes that often appear on older blockchain networks during periods of heavy activity. That record provides strong evidence that the network can continue handling larger workloads as adoption expands. Growing network activity could become important for Kaspa's economic future. Another detail deserves attention. More than 95% of the total Kas supply has already been mined. Block rewards continue to decline over time, which means transaction fees will eventually play a larger role in securing the network. A blockchain can only sustain that transition if enough activity exists on the network. Processing 2.3 billion transactions does not guarantee future success, yet it demonstrates that Kaspa can generate substantial transaction volume. That matters because miners need economic incentives to continue securing the chain after emissions decline further. High transaction activity creates a path toward maintaining network security without depending entirely on newly issued coins. Toccata upgrade opens a new chapter for the Kaspa ecosystem. Kaspa's recent network milestone arrives as the project expands beyond simple payments. The Toccata upgrade introduces support for KRC20 tokens, native assets, and covenant programmability. Those additions create new opportunities for decentralized applications and financial products on the network. Early signs of ecosystem growth have already emerged. The Cascade lending protocol recently crossed $2 million in total value locked. Developers evaluating new blockchain platforms often look for reliability before committing resources. A network that has already settled 2.3 billion transactions provides a stronger foundation than one still trying to prove itself under real-world conditions. Kas price remains under pressure, despite strong fundamentals. Despite the positive developments, Kas price continues to follow broader market sentiment. Kas is trading around $0.0312 after declining roughly 3.5% over the past 24 hours. Market capitalization remains near $859 million, and daily trading volume stands close to $14.5 million. Recent weakness appears tied more to macroeconomic conditions than anything specific to Kaspa. Bitcoin and several major altcoins moved lower after the latest Federal Reserve meeting signaled a more cautious stance on inflation and future rate cuts. A look at the Kas chart shows price trading near short-term support around $0.0310. Resistance remains between 0.0323 and 0.0328. Momentum indicators still lean slightly bearish. RSI remains in the mid-40s, and MACD continues to point toward a mild downward drift. Those signals do not indicate capitulation, though they do show buyers remain cautious. Kas price prediction shows several possible paths ahead. Bearish scenario could push Kas price toward $0.028. If broader crypto market weakness continues and Bitcoin extends its decline, Kas price could lose support around $0.0310. A break below $0.0306 may open the door toward the $0.028 to $0.029 region. Those levels have acted as important support zones in previous months and could attract renewed buying interest. Base case scenario keeps Kaspa price between $0.031 and $0.035. The most likely near-term outcome remains continued consolidation. If market conditions stabilize and no major negative catalyst emerges, Kas price could continue moving between support near $0.0310 and resistance near $0.035. This scenario would allow the market to digest recent macroeconomic developments while Kaspa continues building its ecosystem. Bullish scenario could send Kas price back toward $0.041. A recovery across the broader crypto market could quickly improve sentiment around Kas. Successful adoption of Toccata features, growing DeFi activity, and stronger Bitcoin performance could help Kaspa price reclaim resistance around $0.035 before targeting the upper consolidation zone between $0.040 and $0.041. A decisive move above that region would place attention on higher targets near $0.052 later in the next quarter. Your plans, hopes, and expectations are for it. The best and most engaging comment will be featured in the next video. Just a reminder, friends, informational and news videos are posted on the channel every day, so you won't get bored here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you're always up to date on all the latest news. And if you liked this video, please support me with a like. Your like is my motivation. Thanks to everyone for watching, and see you next time.